Another lacking, all black, don't draw attention, cause it's just not enough room in this small city. Cleaning crew is out to get you, can you dodge 50? 50-50 odds, hear the applause in the black, ripping through the avenues in the parks full of guys chilling at the park, cause mama boyfriend Ron tripping, ripping through their hearts with what he doing after dark, and mama working late and she don't know cause they don't have the heart. It's safe to say in them shoes, they dark in them. Swim the shore before the whales and the sharks get them. So many bodies in them waters, you ain't gotta swim them. You on the shoulders of the fallen, trying to outlive them.
Shalom, family. Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father. That's Yahweh. We do so by Hashem Mashiach, right? That's Yahweh Shai, right? That's our Lord and our Savior, right? I'm your brother, Captain Azariah, Fire God. Definitely appreciate everybody who tapping in with us and tapping in with me right now. All right. And first, let me also say, Salakia, I know I may look a little dark on the screen, as I said yesterday that I'm going to be doing some work here in this office, so I don't have the proper lighting that I would normally have, and I'm going to have going forward. So just bear with me. But y'all know me. It don't matter what I look like. Y'all here to get this lesson, right? To get fed, right? Lord willing. All right. But again, because we can't do it enough, give all praises to the Heavenly Father, right? Yahweh, right? Ba Shema Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. All right. Again, I'm your brother, Captain Azariah. If you're tapping in live right now, please do me a favor and hit the like button. All right. If you could, hit that like button for me. Share this video, right? And also subscribe if you could. All right. If you could. Before we get into the lesson, I am going to talk a little bit about some things that's going on in the world. Just a little bit. Let me see. Lord willing, the music that I'm playing in the background ain't going to be too distracting. Yeah, I can hear it a little bit. And shout out to the brother, to the elder Marshall, because he's the one who made this. Salakia, 1 second, family. All right, I'm back, family. Anyway, if the music ever get too loud, just let me know if the music becomes distracting at all. And shalom again to everybody who's watching live right now. Shalom to you. All right, appreciate you coming through. Again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right, like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to get to the title of the lesson, right? This is the continuation on the lesson we did earlier in the week. I believe that was on Tuesday. If I'm not mistaken, that was last Salakia. That was last week on Thursday. Salakia. Right? Brother, your cap getting old. But that was like last week on Thursday. And that was, time is almost running out, man. So if you're sitting on the couch and you got the ability to do something, get your ass up off the couch. Why? Because like the Lord Yahweh Shai said, Matthew chapter 9, the time of the night is coming, right? And we see that. But we do also see, we're going to talk, as I said, we see and we're going to talk about some current events. Last I heard, just as it pertains to what's going on with Israel and Hamas right now. I think they just made it official, the ceasefire between Israel and not Hamas, but Hezbollah. Right? Let me share my screen here in a second. I'm gonna just verify. I believe that they did. Israel, Hezbollah. I think they did have a ceasefire. Right? Yep, they did. So Let me see what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a little bit of one of these videos and just react to it a little bit. All right, so let me share my screen, family, so y'all can see this. All right. So as you can see, Israel Hezbollah ceasefire appears to be holding. U.S. broker ceasefire in effect between Israel and Hezbollah. Associated Press ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah. Let's play this. This is pretty short. All right, family.
To calm and celebratory gunfire after a U.S. brokered ceasefire proposal deal went into effect this morning. And this brings, for now, an end to 14 months of war between Hezbollah and Israel. Thousands of displaced.
Wow, it's been 14 months? Well, it doesn't even seem like it's been that long, right? But as you hear the gentleman, this guy said, right, 14 months they've been at it, all right? And Lebanon is to the north of Israel.
Displaced Lebanese streamed to southern and eastern Lebanon, visiting their hometowns and checking to see if their houses still stand. There is a lot of joy, a lot of optimism and hope that this ceasefire will last. But there's also skepticism. The first phase of the ceasefire only lasts 60 days. And during this period of...
I'm going to tell you what. Lord willing, is not going to last. I don't think it's going to last. I don't even think it's going to last the 60 days. All right, but it might last the 60 days. But, I mean, you see how it's being described right here. Basically, it seemed like it's a pretty shaky ceasefire. But let's listen.
Calm. Hezbollah are supposed to withdraw their militants north of the Litani River, and Israeli troops are supposed to withdraw back into northern Israel. And Lebanese soldiers and UN peacekeepers are supposed to disperse across southern Lebanon.
Okay, let's see if that happens. Let's see if the troops on both sides pull back and then they let the peacekeepers in. Right, that because that's going to signify whether or not this ceasefire is going to hold. All right.
And there's a lot of questions over whether that can actually happen or not. And if there's no violations taking place, that would pave the way for a more substantial long-term security and stability in both countries. The big concern is this agreement is based on a United Nations Security Council resolution that ended the last war between Israel and Hezbollah in 2006, based on these very similar provisions. But 18 years later, before this war, none of that ever happened. So there are many questions about whether this will properly be...
Oh, man, it's hilarious. It's a joke, man. It's not going to last then. It didn't... You heard what he said. He said 18, the guidelines from the UN, right, based on the last time Israel and Hezbollah had their war, as he said, it was 18 years ago. All right, and the parameters they set up for the ceasefire then, they didn't stick to it, and they're not going to stick to it this time. And this is this is definitely even a more heated situation than it was 18 years ago. I mean, I was alive then, I was an adult then too. I don't remember exactly, you know what I'm saying, the atmosphere then, because 18 years ago, since I was probably still in the military, I definitely wasn't in the truth. So, and there were other things going on, with Iraq. This place was at war with Iraq and Afghanistan and other places, other conflicts in the Middle East, you know what I'm saying? But Israel didn't have as much conflict back then as it currently has now. So we'll see. Let's finish this video out though, family.
Be implemented in the first place, or whether it's just kicking the can down the road for another inevitable conflict. And in the short term,
Let me tell you, it's kicking the can down the road for another inevitable conflict. The third woe spoken about in Revelations. FYI. This Ishmaelite or Edomite.
Lebanon is facing political gridlock and economic crisis, and there are many questions surrounding Who will be funding the reconstruction of people's homes? Who will be funding the return of 1.2 million displaced people in the conflict and fix the infrastructure that has been battered in the war?
I mean, they should, Lebanon should ask Israel to pay for it. All the money they get from America, the billions of dollars, all right, that they get, they can afford it. All right. So we see what's going on there. Also, before we get into a lesson, not going to hold y'all too long tonight either. All right. And again, if I hadn't mentioned it, man, happy Feast of Dedication to everybody out there who's keeping the feast right now. All right, family. But as I said, we're gonna look at one more thing before we get to the crux of the lesson. Get y'all fed with that, and then we'll get up out of here, and everybody can go enjoy the rest of their evening, man. Enjoy this feast time, all right? And not no daggone holiday, hell day, Thanksgiving, by the way, all right? So let me go here. All right. Let's go right here. So, right, Putin, right, he fired another ICBM missile today, I believe, right? Oh, no, let's go to the videos, right? And fair use, right? If I didn't mention it, Fair Use Act, right? And hit that like button too, family, right? Like, share, and subscribe, right? Again, fair use, right? It's just my thoughts and comments on this content right here, all right? So let's take a look at this video right here. It says World War III tremors, NATO stages mega military drills in Europe. Yeah, NATO's been, coming together, saber rattling, as they say, with Putin. And Putin been saying he done threatened NATO and the U.S. and say he not playing around. So let's look at a little bit of this video right here and see what's up, family. All right. Again, hit that like button if you're watching live right now. If I'm talking good, man, drop a fire or a bomb in the chat. All right, and if you got any questions, drop your questions in there too. I'll answer any questions this evening too that come in. All right, like I said, we're not gonna hold y'all too long. But let's look at this, friend.
French Caesar howitzers, Swedish Archers, American multiple launch rocket systems, firing in a coordinated effort to prevent enemy forces from reaching Allied troops. This is the scenario of the dynamic Front 25 exercise here in Finnish Arctic territory.
When we come together as a NATO force, we need to make sure that we're able to work together. And
Salakia family, let's continue. My dog and they're acting a fool. But let's continue.
And that means reacting to calls for fires quickly, accurately, and ensuring that they're lethal and achieve the aim.
This exercise is the first large-scale maneuver in Finland since the country joined NATO last year, dropping decades of military non-alignment to seek the alliance's protection following Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
See that? Now Ukraine doing drills with NATO, right? And they already been firing Babylon or American-made missiles into Russia. Look, man, this thing about, all right, man. Why do you think they're out here all training together, right? And by the way, the long-range missiles that Ukraine is using, it's Americans operating those systems, right? Whether you want to believe it or you are not, or whether you're not wise enough to understand that, right? They don't make the manuals to operate them systems in Ukraine. America don't do that in Ukrainian. They don't do it in their language. All right. So it got to be Americans over there operating the systems now and maybe training some Ukrainians on how to use it. Right. And now training other NATO countries on how to use it. Right. This is the making of World War III right here. Right. Even though World War III, look, as I said in the last video, and plenty of other brothers have been saying, right, World War III is already here. All right. Okay. Don't let anybody try to, you know what I'm saying, persuade you and have you to think that that's not what's going on. All right. Although America has not fully entered into the conflict and all these other countries, NATO, you know what I'm saying, Russia, it's going to happen. Right. Again, what did it say? World War III tremors, right? Like tremors happened before the major earthquake, right? Before the major action happens in World War III, you have what's going on now, right? You got the tremor conflicts, so to speak, right? And it says what? NATO stages mega military drills in Europe, right? Amidst the I believe that probably says amidst Ukrainian or whatever, right? Amidst Putin's nuclear threat, right? Let's continue.
Finnish forces are considered highly capable and well-trained. Unlike many other European countries, Finland still has conscription for men. During this exercise that's taking place only 130 kilometers or so from the Russian border, Finnish conscripts...
Did you hear that? They training 130 miles from the Russian border to NATO forces led by America. Man. All right.
Conscripts are supporting NATO troops with logistics.
The main defender is still us, defending ourselves. NATO is a big help in that, yes, and gives us reassurance that we won't be alone next time if something does happen.
I believe that we get some help from them, but mostly it's from us. So, but it's good to have people in the back, so we are stronger together.
An exercise like this one is intended to send a message to Russia that the alliance is united and capable of defending its members. But how united are the allies? And with Donald Trump in the White House, a NATO skeptic who threatened to weaken the alliance, what will the US role in all of this be? And what does the future of the organization look like? But according to some here, this isn't a new discussion.
I joined the army 20 years ago, and it was already a thing. 20 years later, we're still involved in NATO operation. We're still
Man, bro. Man, it's a major judgment coming to this earth, as we all know, right, man? And these Edomites got something coming, man. But as you see, man, they're trying to, you know, show Russia and, you know, their allies too, right? That NATO is united, right? Because you got what? You got the BRICS, right? You got that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and then you got the South Africa. You got the African countries. You got they in league with like Libya and a lot of the Northern African nations, right? Along with many other nations putting in their bids to join BRICS, all right? But that's not what the lesson about. Oh, I got the elder coming to join me. All praises to the Heavenly Father. Hey, let me know when you fully ready. I'll just hit in the back, just type in the back chat that you ready. Are you ready now?
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom family. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Khan, Shalom. Khan. So yeah, man, I just been chopping it up before getting to the crux of the lesson, how to survive the night.
I didn't miss too much. Right.
So you ain't missed too much. I just talked a little bit about the Israel and and Hamas ceasefire.
When they shall say peace, peace, right?
Right. Con, bring it out, right? I didn't even bring that out. I was thinking about bringing it out.
I think that's 2 Thessalonians 5:3.
Con, if you want to go ahead and bring that out for the family, go ahead there, Elder.
Yeah, because it was funny because I think when the brothers posted that earlier this. Oh, I think it was the general.
Mm-hmm.
They posted that, and we was looking at that, because they said we was looking at that. It was like, oh, they howling for peace. Let me see if I
right. And as you see, as the scriptures say, come on, Ashley. And you see, Salakia.
Try to find it. Where is that? Now sometimes you just draw a blank.
Yeah, con. I think it's 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, if I'm not mistaken, right? But anyway, and then so I talked about that while you finding that, and then I just jumped to Putin, what he was talking about, his threats to NATO and to the U.S. Right? Y'all keep playing with me. I'll put a real nuke inside this ICBM. All right?
Oh,
don't be playing with me, man. All
right? I watched that. Putin was. Hey, you cannot stop this hypersonic missile, man. ICBM.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how fast they said it's traveling at Mach
almost
10.
Supersonic. Right.
Mach 10.
Mm-hmm.
And he even said it. He's like, "There's no way you could stop."
The missile, America's missile defense cannot stop the Russia's ICBM. Everybody knows it. Okay,
right.
So let's stop the cap. All you people who want to put the cape on for America, that is so great. No, man, the scripture says that this place, by the way, by the time the end comes, that it was going to be partly weak. That is the toes, right? Right? It's going to be partly miry clay and iron. All right.
Con, I have that.
Con, go ahead, bring it out.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travails upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Con, let me share my screen too.
Con. Because
everybody can see this, right? Let's read that one more time, right?
Okay. All right.
It says 1 Thessalonians
5:3.
5:3. Con, here we go. Right. Hey, let's start at verse 1.
Oh yeah, God, I really definitely 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But out of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right. Right. What are the times and the seasons, man? I don't gotta explain to you like exactly what's going on right now. I mean, you should be able to see this.
You should be able to discern the times that we in right now.
Right. What the scriptures say, measure the time diligently, huh?
What the Lord said, our people could perceive and look up and see that it's about to rain, but can't, perceive what's about to happen. They're looking around and they're seeing all of this going on, and you hear them speak, but it just doesn't click. And they're like, we're in these times that we're in.
Well, yeah. Well, it need to start clicking to y'all what times we currently in, right? Let's keep going.
Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's right. See that? When you least expect it, you know what I'm saying? That's when the Lord Yahweh Shah is going to return.
That's right.
When you think that you in a good standing, right? Y'all, everybody think it's going to be all good. It's not going to be all good, right?
You know what it is? What they say, the best sleep that you're in when you're really asleep, when your body's resting and your mind is resting, is when you're in REM sleep.
Right,
and that's around 3 o'clock, around that time when you're asleep. And right about now, the whole world
is in REM sleep.
Is in REM sleep. Right.
Oh, God.
So think about it. Right. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
See that? When they say peace and safety, when they think it's all good, when they talking about a ceasefire, like they even whispers that Trump and Putin secretly talking about how to stop the war between Russia and Ukraine.
Right.
Right. All right. Keep going out.
That sudden destruction come upon them as travaileth upon a woman with child, they shall not escape.
See that, right? This labor pains we going through right now, right? Metaphorically, all right? Metaphorically, the word right now is in labor pains, right? It's this place ready to give birth, right? Give birth to what? Give birth to a new age, right? A new eon, right? A new time, right? What? Jacob is the end of the world. I mean, Salakia. Esau is the end of the world, right? And Jacob is the beginning that's following.
Let me hit verse 4. But ye brethren are not in darkness.
See that? Whoo, that even matched the lesson, right?
I know,
you're not in darkness, like we talked about in the last lessons. When you come into the law, statutes, and commandments,
you come into the light.
You come into the light, right?
That day should overtake you as a thief.
See that? If you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready.
That's right.
All right, and we trying to give you the tools through the Spirit, vis-a-vis what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gave us, right?
Right.
So that you can be complete and be whole and be ready, right? And don't have the destruction, right? Jacob's troubles, right? The time of the night that we're currently in, right? Have you, bewildered.
Right.
And then again, the coming of the Lord and the destruction of this kingdom don't catch you by surprise.
You know what it's like? It's just the children of Israel are like, we're in a classroom and the teacher has stepped out. It's a test coming, but it's an open book test. It's an open book test, man. All you gotta do is open the book and read it.
Right.
And right now, you just got a bunch of people just the other kids just running wild in the classroom. Right?
Matter of fact, let's just get that. Let's get Revelations 1, right? We'll start there, man, on how to survive the time of the night. Right? How to survive the destruction that's coming. Right? The gross darkness, right, that's coming. Everybody see the thumbnail, right, that I used for this video, right? All the destruction, right, and the sun setting on this place, right? Or you could look at it as the destruction already happened and the sun is getting ready to rise. Right? To a new rulership, right? A righteous rulership that's to come in, right?
That's right.
Through the ashes of this place, right? This place gonna be a smoldering pit, by the way.
A lot of people don't want to accept that though. They're like, no. Hey, you see that the sentiment of a lot of people when you see them, a lot of posts and how they talk like, not America. Nothing happened in America. We're the greatest, blah, 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 blah. You're full of yourself.
Songs where do they say that? They think that their kingdom will go on
forever. Let's
and that's an oldie, but a goodie right there, man. Right, but you're right. A lot of people do not think. They think, oh, America can't lose the war. How could they lose the war? Right, whatever.
Yeah. They always say, God bless America, God bless America. And you think about it, right? America been blessed. But you what you did to the place, you robbed and stole from it, you shed blood on the land, you did so much things to this land and to the people of the land that is just beyond repair.
Right. Blood defileth the land.
Yeah, it defiles the land, man.
Right. And this land cannot be cleansed of the blood that was shed in it, except by the blood of them that shed it.
Right.
Okay.
So, hey, cause like I was saying, because Chris, I think it was Chris Rock said it most in a movie. Which one? Which I think he was the one who was acting like he was going to be the president, and he was like, "Hey," when they kept saying, "Oh, God bless America," he said, "Don't you think God bless America? If you looked at America, America is a big-breasted woman with a big fat booty."
That's right. God.
And if you think about it, when they came here, this land has everything and everything and anything.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the whore.
Yeah, that's right. That's why she's called. That's why she described as a whore. And Chris Rock described it right. She is a whore.
Yeah.
With big old boobs, a big old butt, nice thighs, nice legs, pretty feet, all that, right? Nails done, hair done.
And everyone can come partake and have a good time with her.
And everybody can have a good time with her. You know what I mean? Right? And her skirt done been pulled up. All right. Now, and all her nakedness, man, is on the verge of being revealed. And as the Akim said, man, the future of America will be the lake of fire.
That's right.
In due time. Right? Right? Though it tarry, wait for it.
That's right.
That's right. Kyle, let's read Revelations real quick.
Revelations
1:1. We'll start at 1:1 and we'll read a couple of verses, then we'll get into it. But this is the beginning, man. How do you survive the night, the destruction that's coming? It should be obvious, right?
That's right.
It should be obvious what you have to do as a Black, Hispanic, or Native American, the true Israelites, according to the Bible, according to history, archaeology, and then most importantly, biblical prophecy, which we've talked about, and all of the other brothers. Shout out to, all of the other camps, HOI, IUIC, Genesis, Sakari,
Sons of Thunder.
You know what I mean? Right? You name them. Right? They all have told you the same thing.
That's right.
All right? You are the Israelites according to history, archaeology, and most importantly, biblical prophecy. All right, this is your heritage, right? This is your book, so come take hold of it, right? Because contained within it is everything you need.
Whoa, what happened?
Salakia.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought it was me there for a minute.
I knocked myself out there.
Okay, God.
Right? Hey, but contained within this book, you know what I'm saying, is everything you need to get you where you need to be.
That's
all right?
Salakia, I just got one question.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, we've been telling you who we are. We said that with the Israelites. You got all the camps been telling you. We got the apostle that's been out since who knows how long. This goes back even further. So I have a question for the Christians and everybody else who says that we're not the Israelites. Who are we then?
Right.
Right.
And who are we?
Yeah, who are we? Because I see videos with real indigenous Africans who know they're from their lineage, and they'll tell you we're not the same people.
So I work with a descendant of the ancient Egyptians. He's Sudanese. He's from South Sudan, right? Mm-hmm. They're having a conflict with Sudan, right? They're having a little civil war, but they're the same people.
That's right.
All right. They're the same people. And then you have some of the Ethiopians, because they dwell near where the Sudanese dwell, which is right below where Egypt is. Right. Because they was kicked out of the land and they migrated down there, and then maybe a little bit further down, some ancient Egyptians do dwell in Ethiopia and other parts down there, right, in the neighboring countries, right. But the majority of them are in the Sudan. Those are the ancient Egyptians. I work with a guy. He's a supervisor on my job, right. And I told him, I said, I asked him where he was from in Africa. He said, I'm from Sudan. I said, oh, you Sudanese? He said, yeah. I said, you know that y'all the ancient. I said to him, do you know that y'all the ancient Egyptian? He said, oh yeah, we know, right?
Hey, you see that, Fad? Everybody around the world know who they are in this book, but they won't tell you.
He was shocked. I knew. He said, oh, you know that? I said, man, I know a lot about Africa, and I know a lot about the Sudanese people. I know y'all go back to the ancient Egyptians, right?
Right.
He said, and I said, you know who we are, right? He said, yeah. He said, most of y'all don't. I said, I do. He said, I know you do.
It's funny you say that, because that reminds me of the conversation I had with the African dude on the job I was with. Remember, I was telling you. And when I was telling him I knew who he was, and going into the history, he looked at me and was shocked. Mm-hmm. And he's like, how do you know this? Yeah, like, what you mean, how do I know this? We study.
Yeah, we study, man. As the scriptures tell us, we're going to study to show ourselves approved, right?
That's right.
You know, so we know these things. We know that America, different parts of America and in Mexico got the most Hebrew artifacts.
That's right.
Right? The second most, right? And you find the most on the west coast of Africa, right?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding. Not to mention all of the ancient artifacts that were found throughout the Lesser Antilles, or what people would call the Caribbean.
That's right.
Puerto Rico, right?
Okay. All of the islands, scattered through all the chains of the islands, all the way down.
And why would these people have ancient Hebrew artifacts like the Decalogue, the Ten Commandments carved on stones and things like that? Explain that, right? Yeah. And look, I was watching this video, right? It wasn't about the truth or nothing like that. It's actually about I'm a geek, you know what I'm saying, like comic books and stuff like that, right? But anyway, video I was watching, the guy's talking about lies, right? Once a lies are easier to believe than the truth. That's first of all.
That's true.
And once a lie becomes legend, print the lie.
There it is.
Print the lie. The bigger the lie, the more they believe.
Mm-hmm.
All right? The biggest lie is that Esau is the real children of Israel. Right? And it's become legend to where people just believe it on face value. You can't even question it. And when we present all the proof to you, we still look at it as crazy, because the truth is harder to believe than the lie. The lie has taken hold. It's
the truth is stranger than fiction.
Like in that movie Inception, right?
God.
The world, Esau has incepted this thought metaphorically into the world's brain.
Yeah.
Right? And now we like the Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie, man. We're trying to break back into the brain, man, and get that up out of you. All right? Yeah, reprogram you.
Yeah, try to reprogram you. Try to get in there and take that was placed in there, take that out.
Right? That's taking, and it's taking deep root, like they showed in that movie, right? Deep in the subconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he did in the movie to his wife. You see what I'm saying?
He laid it
to where she couldn't even believe when she was back in reality.
Yeah,
couldn't believe it.
You have to really watch that and follow it to understand it, because it's layered deep in the psyche.
Right.
And when you look at the psyche of our people, it's layered deep over generations and generations.
That you're nothing. That you're just a nigger. That you're just a spick. Right? Wetback, whatever. Right? Yeah. Whatever slur they came up for the blacks, Hispanics, and natives.
Yeah.
The true children of God, right? But anyway, we talked about that enough. That's not what the lesson about. We're going to get to the point, man. How to survive the night. I know that's what y'all here for, right? That's why everybody tapped in. Hit that like button if we talking good. Drop a fire emoji if we talking real good, all right? And we're going to start right here in Revelations and see, right, why they didn't want us to read. You know what I'm saying? Why they gave us the slave version of the Bible, right? So
let's read the gutted version.
The gutted version, right? With all the good stuff missing.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The revelation of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which
Mm-hmm.
God gave unto him to show
Mm-hmm.
unto his servants
Right.
things which must shortly come to pass. And he
Mm-hmm.
sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John,
See that? Right? Read on.
who bear record of the word of God and
Mm-hmm.
the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and of all things that he saw.
See that? And all things that he saw.
saw.
All right, read on.
So this is a first-hand account.
Right, this is a first-hand account, right? Who bear record, right, of the word of Yahweh and the testimony of Yahweh Shai. All things that he saw, right, that was showed to his servant John through the angel on the island of Patmos. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth,
Mm-hmm.
and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
See that? Blessed is he and she that readeth, right? Pick up the book, the thing that been collecting dust on your shelf. All right? Man, I remember not like me and Elder always talked, man, like when we came into the truth, man, we was watching the videos, you know what I mean? And then, you know, we finally got that, Yahweh gave us that unction through the spirit, man. Why don't you pick up the book, all right? And see what these brothers saying is the truth.
Crack it open.
Crack it open.
Pause the video.
Right? And we all had it. We all had the tool we needed right there in the house.
Yeah.
Right?
Look.
It wasn't hid from us.
Yeah, look. What profit are we getting to lie to you? We're not YouTubers with 20 million views.
Right, con.
We're not getting paid.
Nope.
But we are getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
We're working for that same penny.
Right. We all working for the same penny, and we all gonna get that same penny if we can what? Endure to the end. Right? Right now we're giving you the tools, and Yahweh said, blessed is he that readeth.
That's right.
And what, Ak?
And they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
See that? That's what all we need to know right there. Right? You read, right? When you read, even to yourself, you hear it in your head. So you're hearing it.
That's right.
Okay? The words of the prophecy, right? And then what you got to do, all you got to do is keep the things that you read that are written therein. That's why he said, take his yoke upon me and learn it in me. His yoke is easy, his burden is light. All right? So what did we learn, right? What did we learn, right, from reading this book, right? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. All right, let me show you. Let us show you some of the things we learned, right, by reading, which has taught us how to survive the night, right? The time that is at hand that we just read about here in Revelations.
You said Proverbs 6 and 23, right?
Proverbs 6 and 23, Con. I got it pulled up right here too.
Okay. Oh, okay, Con. All right. Already. This book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23.
Con.
For the commandment is a lamp.
Whoo! Now look, if you in the time of the night and you're trying to make sure you stay on that straight and that narrow path that the Lord Yahweh Shai told you to stay on,
right?
You're gonna need some type of light, ain't you?
You're gonna need the light. You've got to see where you're going to stay on that path, right?
But the Christian church will tell you, no, you don't need the commandments. Just walk through life blind. Do what the hell you want to do. Man.
Proverbs 6 and 23 again. For the commandment is a lamp.
Woo, boy.
And the law is light.
And the law is light. They talking about, the law's done away with. You don't need it. But Yahweh Shai said that the time of the night is coming. He said, while he's in the world, he's the light.
That's right.
The darkness, the time of the night is coming. And the thing you need that to be a lamp, the Christian church tell you, you don't need it. Don't use it. You're wicked if you use it.
Oh, and you know what? And what you just said, what they say is going against the last part. And reproofs of instructions are the way of life.
And
So
the whole goal is to live.
Right.
Man, bro, these Christians, boy, they got it all twisted up, man. And by the way, Baruch chapter 4, which we read in the last lesson, right? It says that this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh
that endureth forever.
See, we in the spirit, right? Touching and agreeing, right?
That's right.
Oh my Lord, man. Whew, right? Let's get some more. Let's go to Psalms 119 and 105. Let's just see. I mean, it's what we need. We're just gonna straight give it to you, right? No chaser tonight. All right.
Yeah. Straight shots.
Straight shots, all right. Let's see. I want Psalms 119 and verse 105.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right here for edification's sake, of course, right? Because I know everybody following along. Hit that like button. All right. Hit the like button. All right. Share this video, right? Your family need to know, right? And then look, if there ain't any Christians who done dropped through, this might have dropped up in your feed and you came through and you think that the cap and the elder, we ain't talking good, right? You don't want to drop a fire emoji. You want to come on and challenge. I'll drop the link, right? Because it's clear as day what the Lord said if you want to enter into life, right? And the instructions to get to life is the law. I guess y'all Christians don't want to enter into life. You want to walk through the night that Yahweh Shai prophesied and said was to come in the dark. Y'all like Ja Rule and his whack bar. We say if I crawl blind through the dark, my kids gonna see the light. What? And how the hell you gonna show somebody the light if you blind? That's Christian thinking. That doesn't make any sense. If you're blind, how anybody else gonna see? How can you teach somebody else the light?
Hey, if the blind lead the blind, they gonna fall into a ditch, aren't they?
God, and this nigga said some ridiculous shit like that. I remember the first time I heard that, bro, I was like, bro, that don't make no sense. Even back in the day when I wasn't in the truth, like, bro, what do you mean you crawl blind through the dark, but somehow your kid's gonna see the light? What? No. I'm going to be in the light, keeping the commandments, letting my light shine so my kids see it. And I'm going to teach them, which the Lord Yahweh told us to do. We're not playing these dumb games, man. Right? Salaki, I know I got on my soapbox. I just get mad when people say stupid stuff, man. But let's read this. Let's get some more of the tool. Let's see some more about the tool we need to endure and make it through the night to come, right? And that we're already actually in, right?
That's right. This is Psalms 119, verse 105. Mm-hmm. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
See that? And that's multi-layered too, and just the last precept too, because who is the word? Yahweh Shai is the word.
That's right.
Also. And he's the what? The light.
Light.
That's why he said, while he's in the world, he's the light.
Yeah.
But the night coming, because when his light got put out, he died. That signifies what? The end time.
Yeah.
Man, bro. All right. So again, thy word, Yahweh Shai, right? That's why he said he knocked at your door, right? Knocking. He going to sup with you, family.
Look.
And he's the light. He's exactly what you need if you just sup with him, right? To make it through the time of the night, man. To survive the time of the night.
And he's knocking. He's knocking like, hey. You know, but.
God, man. Come on in, man. Let him in. All right?
Yeah, but our people like dark. Hey, our people like this darkness more than they like the light.
Bring that out.
Because in the darkness they can have all this fun and do whatever they call demons fun, and they could do whatever they want to.
TD Snake showed you that.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Swallowed. That's what this man said, bro. A grown man, bro, with kids and a woman.
Why would you say that? And he was speaking to his congregation anyway, so
right. He's speaking to his. What biblical basis does that? Where do you ever hear any? Go ahead.
Look, all I gotta say is, I was speaking to my my blood brother, and we was talking, and like he said, and I had to agree with him. He was like, I look at all of these people now with a slant eye. If you do music, I look at you with a slant eye. If you in movies, I look at you with a slant eye. TV, I look at you with a slant eye, because I don't know what you did to do to get where you got to.
Bring it out, Elder. Absolutely.
So you, even though whatever you did was in the darkness, guess what? It's coming to the light. You artists that did stuff in the darkness, it's coming into the light. Lord's going to it's going to shine that light on that. It's going to be known.
Yeah, that's right. It's nothing that's done that's going to be hid. You know what I'm saying? It's all going to be revealed in the end, right?
And because only reason why I brought this up, because when you realize, when you look at these people, and a lot of our people look up to them and be like, I want to be at that, but you don't realize they're in this real dark place to get what they had to get. They're not staying in this. They're not staying in the light. You might hear them say, "Oh, I thank God," but what God?
Yeah, right.
So that's all.
Right. What God exactly? What God? What God exactly are you thinking? Right. We think Yahweh, right? By Shemi Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right. That's who we deal with, man. That's our God. So let's read this one more time and then let's move on.
This is Psalms 119, 105. The word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
See that?
Yeah.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, right? So again, to survive the darkness and get through that time, man, we need to have our pathway illuminated, right?
That's right.
Right, and there is a pathway that we got to walk. So let's get the pathway real quick, right? Let's get the Lord talking about the
I was just thinking about that, yeah.
Right, through the Spirit. So Matthew 7 and 12, right? Right, start at 12 and we'll read through 13 or 14, through 13. So go ahead.
Okay. This book of Matthew, chapter 7, start at verse 12. Therefore, all things, whosoever ye would that, therefore, all things, whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them.
Right.
For this is the law of the prophets.
Right. He's talking to his fellow Israelites. You treat your brother as you would treat yourself, right? Love one another, even as Christ loved us, right? You see what I'm saying? It's not a new commandment that we love one another. This is the law and the prophets all hang on this, right?
That's right.
That's nothing new. This is not talking about everybody, right? Let's continue.
Verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate.
But isn't it amazing that he said that for this is the law and the prophets? And what are we talking about? How to survive the night?
That's right.
The law.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Enter ye at the straight gate.
See that? Enter at the straight gate. The path ain't all fuck. Look, bro.
Hey, could you do
it's
me
laid out right there in front of you.
Can you do me a favor? Can you hit on it and look at that word straight for me on that straight gate, so people could understand what that is actually when they're saying enter in? Because people are like, oh, the straight gate, just follow the straight way, right?
It's narrow.
It's narrow.
Right. And the path is laid out in front of you, right? But it is narrow because why? The Lord gonna tell you in the as we continue to read it, right?
That's
Watch
right.
this. Right, let's go back and continue to read it. Read on.
And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
See
and
that?
many-
Because broad is the way that lead to destruction. Everybody on that, everybody in Christianity.
Yeah, that's right. And many there be which go in thereat.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14.
Right? Many are in Christianity. Right?
Mhm.
Many, hundreds of billions of people in Christianity. Right?
Ah.
The wide gate headed to destruction.
Yeah, millions in Christianity. I hear them brothers talk all the time. Islam is the fastest growing religion. We get hundreds of millions. Okay. Broad is
Yep.
the way. You've got people that's, Hare Krishnas or whatever, Buddha, and
All
everything.
these Buddha, look, witchcraft, Wicca, that's on the rise, right? All these different philosophies, right?
Hey, all these Johnny come lately gods.
Right. A wide path where you can do whatever you want, believe whatever
right.
you want, right? When Yahweh Shah said that the straight gate, the narrow path, right? That ain't many walking. That's why the Lord said he was going to be unto us in this time a small sanctuary, right? Mm-hmm. That's why, as this brother right here pointed out, only 1/3 of the Israelites are going to get saved. Okay?
That's right.
God, man. So let's finish up. Let's finish this and then let's move on. I'll make sure I get everything in tonight too.
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leads unto life, and few there be that find it.
Right? It be few, right, that find it.
Why is that? Because it's straight and narrow.
Right. Because the path is straight and narrow, hard to find. Right?
That's like you watching like an old movie. Esau going out here, he's trying to find the treasure. He's following the map. He's following he's reading all the clues, and he's got to walk to get to this cave to where it's at. But guess what? It's on the edge of the hill of the mountain. It's a little thin of the path, and he's got to walk it and watch and walk narrowly. That's basically what you have to do in this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be observant and be mindful.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, you got to be mindful of the of the path that you walk in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right, you got to, and look, you can't listen to what everybody tells you. You know what I'm saying? Right, and don't listen to just what everybody say. Right, verify what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let people tell you whatever. I mean, all right.
Yeah. Like, take heed, listen, and just do your due diligence and research to make sure what he or she is telling you is the truth.
Read it for yourself, just like when they read that, I didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets, but I come that it might be fulfilled, and then they close the book right there, right? What else does it say after that? Right?
We don't need to read the rest.
We don't need to read the rest, right? That's what Christian church, we don't need to read the rest, but right, we're going to read the rest, right? Mm-hmm. It says, and to heaven and earth pass away, not one jot, not one tittle will pass from the law. That's what Christ said.
From the what? The law.
From the law. From the law. You people hate so much, man. But let's jump to Job, right? Real quick, right? I was reading this, I mean, and I want to show something real quick. So let's start at Job chapter 30, and let's start at verse 5.
Verse 5?
Yeah.
This is book of Job, chapter 30, verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. Mm-hmm. They cried after them as after a thief.
Right. See that? Read on.
to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earths, in the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Among
Right.
the bushes they brayed, under nettles they would gather together.
Whoo, man, look at this, man.
They
This the
would,
people you gotta separate yourself from.
yeah.
All
They
right.
were children of fools,
Mm-hmm.
children of base men.
Why would you listen to what the base man tell you? He's the one brought you Christianity.
They were viler than the earth.
Whoa!
And now I'm their song. Yea, I am their byword.
See that? Now we're their byword, as Job was in his time. Right? To these Edomites. That's what this is talking about. Right? Let me show y'all something too. Right? Let me show y'all something in history. All right.
I'm gonna step out for a minute there. I'll be right back.
Con, go ahead, handle your business, Hawk. I'm gonna share my screen too, so that y'all can see this. Actually, I'm gonna get it pulled up first, right? So as we were reading, I was talking about Esau. He was in the cliffs of the rocks. He was driven from the face of men. You know what I'm saying? Why would we ever believe anything he says, man? The most vile person, right? So we have a brother in the camp, man. Shout out to him. Brother Yeshaya, he was on the live stream yesterday with me, I believe, right? And he's right now, he's studying up on the Renaissance and the Middle Ages, Salakia, right? Or the Dark Ages, as was said, right? So, right. So as we just read in Job, right, about Esau, right, being the base man, being vile, living in the cliffs of rocks, right? He's vile. He's a dirty. He was driven from a mixed. That's prophecy right there, because Esau or the devil was bound for 1,000 years, right? Right. That's the time of the Middle Ages, right? And then
13.
Right from
390s.
Right from about the 3rd, 4th century AD to about the 14th century. Right, that's about 1,000 years.
Renaissance.
To the Renaissance came about. Right now, watch this. Watch what I'm about to show y'all. Right, right here. So I'm gonna share my screen in a second. I want to make sure I want to get the right image. Okay. All right. So let me
13. I wasn't in the right place.
So, all right, let me just share my screen now. So, check this out, family. This is the wild men versus the Moors. Right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Y'all see this?
I've seen this.
This is circa what? 1400. This is a king and a queen. Right? I'm going to show y'all the whole picture. Right? The whole image. Right? This is them in Germany. Right? In Europe. Right? The black nobles. Right? Now, who's come?
Coat of arms.
Right.
Hey, you can lie all you want to, but the coat of arms don't tell the truth.
Hey, look, bro, it don't lie. It don't lie, man. Okay, so let's get the whole image right here. Let me see. Hold on.
I know which one you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the one that got the whole image of it. This is it right here. Oh, man, let me see. Why I can't make it bigger? I can't make it bigger. Yeah, I know. Oh, let me see if I can visit the website.
Because it's hey, because when you look at these pictures, these are old tapestries.
Yes,
Pictures
that's exactly what it is.
so so when you look at these tapestries and you look at these images, you're gonna be like, okay, this brother here, sister here, but who's this hairy beast?
Let me share this right here. All right, so I need which page was I on? I think it's this one. Yeah. All right, and I'm gonna try to zoom in as much as I can.
Oh yeah.
On it.
Yeah, keep going.
All right, let me do a little bit more. Is that better?
Yep. Yes, that's better right there.
That's about as close probably I'm gonna be able to get. Right. Hopefully everybody can see that pretty good. All right.
Look.
But look. Okay. So you see the black nobles. You see them up in the towers. I hope everybody can. Y'all see my mouse? Oh, hold on. I gotta go to wait. I gotta go to it right here. Y'all can see my mouse now, right?
Time. I see.
All right. So you see up here, these are the centuries. They're all black. They're all black and brown people, right? The king and the queen up in their court. They're archers. They're centuries, right? I'm gonna read what this says. This says 14th century tapestry captures the events of. Hold on. Damn, I can't read that. Hold on. I might need to make that a little bit smaller just so I can read it.
Oh,
right? It says captures the events of the European migration period with the Gauls and the Celts. These are Edomites, right? And the Black Moors of Europe, right? A single African people, right? Allegedly, right? But it's not. It was a multitude of people, right? Lost the effort in defending their village, town, and way of life in Italy, Spain, England, France, and Germany. Italic, French, German, and Slavic peoples. We've been who replaced them.
Who did what?
Who replaced them?
See,
and at the time attacked with rocks and clubs. Right?
Like cavemen.
Surprised to see that it was the Moors, right? Notice their heads and their bands, right? Who are portrayed as the first Strasbourg's and Boers royal names. See, they were the royalty of that time, and Esau usurped them and took their name. But if you see these Edomites, that's not clothing that they're wearing.
That's not. That is here.
Here. Family, that's where the caveman theory comes from. Harry and the Hendersons. Okay? That's why they call it the wild men versus the Moors. Esau, the wild men that came out of the caves all over Europe.
So that's historical right there.
Right, I'm going to read this side too. It says the wild men in Moors tapestry, of which part is shown is typical of other 14th and 15th century, right? As the Renaissance was getting ready to happen or happening, right? Century, allegorically pieces woven in South Germany. That's all you really need. Ain't nothing else in there, right?
God.
Well, but what it does say, right? I don't know how to say that. The armorel, the I think they're like their coat of arms. I think that word means. The lower board. In the lower border are those of Zeran von Dulce and Zahn von Publishim and Bloom, however you say that, which were powerful Strasbourg families at the time, right? And these was usurped, and these families are now Edomites.
Right.
Okay. What this is showing you is that all of the king and the queen, that fake ass king over there in Europe, right? King, what is his name?
Fake Charles.
Charles, fake Charles, he ain't the king of nothing. He's nothing but a usurper.
They usurped the throne. Stole.
Right? That's what it says. Defending their land. Right? And where? Read it again.
In
right?
Germany.
Right? Defending their way of life in Italy, Spain, England, France, Germany. Right? From who? From the Slavics.
From the Italian,
wild men.
Franco-German and Slavic people.
Right? Who came out of the caves.
Out of the who? The German. And you see the different complexions of the Moors. It's just not one.
Right. You see, some of them are dark. You see that century up there is lighter on the other side. Right? If I could, man, I wish I could make this picture bigger, man.
Because I'm on my phone with you right now, and I can zoom in, and I'm looking at it, and I can see the different on the tapestry. I'm looking at the different shades of the brothers that's fighting against these so-called Slavic people, these hairy people, and I can look, and I'm pulling up, and you can see they're just fully covered in hair.
Yeah, these people are fully covered in. These people are fully covered in hair, right?
I ran across
Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen. Right, I'm gonna show a better picture of the Slavics, right?
Yeah, I believe when the account was when the Moors got them and got hold of, they shaved their hairs off, shave all their hair off of them, man.
Yeah, they was eating their own body lice.
Well, look at this, man.
Look at that. That's hair. This is a tapestry. That is the rest of their body hair. That is not clothing. Right? And look how long their nails are. They're like animals, man. And they talk about they civilized us. Oh, man. All right. But anyway, I may do a deeper lesson on this topic, the Middle and the Dark Ages, with the brother Yeshaya, because he's currently getting into it. I wish, hopefully, he's watching this live and is getting to see this. I had this loaded to bear for him too, right?
Hey, and now you start to think about it now, right? It was the Dark Ages, right? That's when Esau took over.
Absolutely.
So that's when the darkness really just came in heavy, because he's still in control right now.
Yeah.
The base man is ruling the world.
Ruling the world. You see, as you know, as we read in Job, and then we show you the actual accounts of what's being talked about, and that's why you hear about the devil or Satan, right, being bound 1,000 years, right? That's when we were in rulership during the Middle or the so-called Dark Ages, right? And Esau was in the caves. He was the wild man, the Slavic. All right,
Slavic, just doing him.
Up in the Caucasus Mountains. That's where you get the term what? Caucasian. Duh, they know who they are. Yeah. Slav, they know who they look. These people know who they are. They and look, they can't help but to put out all of the information for what? For us through the Spirit, right? That the word, that the Spirit that's going to lead us into all truth for us to find it. All right. Sure. So let's close this out on a high note, family. Too. That's a high note right there. But we're gonna close out on a spiritual high note.
One thing. I forgot. I was trying to find my book. I wanted to get it, but it had the coat of arms. I forgot what it's called. The book is called European Coat of Arms. And once you go through it, and the only thing about the book I wish the author would have been able to do was, when he did the paintings of the coat of arms, there was in black and white. If you could actually got a colored picture, because he showed all the coat of arms through all of Europe, France, Germany, Europe. Everybody of the nobility was a melanin complexion. Yeah.
Right. By the way, Shakespeare was a black man. That's why he wore that. He had style. Every picture you see him with the earring. All right.
People say no.
Shakespeare was a brother in Germany. His real bust is in Germany. It's a black man.
I think they said Beethoven too.
And Beethoven, absolutely, he was a black man, and allegedly, some of the other early Renaissance, like Michelangelo, Leonardo, I can't remember which one, may have been a brother too, right? But yeah, come on, man. Of course, Shakespeare was a brother. Ain't no East Cracker writing nothing that good, man. No stories that's hitting like that.
You know what I find funny, you know, because me being being older, and I remember growing up as a kid, the biggest thing the theme what white people used to say was black people don't read. They don't read. And the biggest thing was knowledge is power. If you read, you know, reading is fundamental. But Esau said black people don't read. So now that you're picking up the book and you're reading for yourself and you're finding these information out and you're finding the truth, and as we're uncovering, and most of the time, I want to say thank you to Esau, your kids, because sometimes it's your kids, Esau, that do the real digging, and they find out these lies and they bring it to the surface, and they be more mad than we be. And then we do our further investigation and we cover more, and we be like, okay, and then that's where the problem, because of just going off when they want to talk about CRT, critical race theory. Oh, it teaches that white people are evil. Well, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna have to put y'all in the boat just like y'all put us in the boat in the early 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Well, Esau is wicked.
Yeah, but that's what that's how they used to portray us. They'd be like one black person so-called black person does something wrong, robbed somebody or stole or was a drug dealer. They look at all black males that way.
Right.
Young black men. So guess what? I'm applying the same thing back to y'all.
Yeah. Right. We're gonna apply that same logic. If one of y'all do it, that y'all all do it, because that's what y'all do with us. Y'all so wicked. The people you kidnapped and had enslaved up to that point, almost 200 years, the time of Woodrow Wilson, right? The way he's screening Birth of a Nation, where it's depicting the so-called black man as this sex-craved, thirsty for the dog white woman, right? That he can't even think, and he's just a drug addict drunk, you know, who can't hold nothing together, right? Really? Right? And to have all these people, right? They turn the fear we should have of them. They so wicked that they flip that on us, so that now they're the victim. They should fear the people that they kidnapped. What the?
Hey, we called that back in the old days. We called that back in the days the Jedi mind trick.
Jedi mind trick, man. Let's go though. Let's go. All right. Slaki, we'll be here all night. So let's read this. We're gonna breeze through this. We're gonna read 2nd Ezra 1, 2nd Ezra chapter 9. We're gonna read 1 through 13. We might not read all of the verses, but we're gonna start at 1 and we'll read down some, and then we'll jump down to the main point.
This is book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1 and 1. He answered me and said,
9. Salakia.
2nd Ezra 9 and 1. Salakia, fam. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very time whereas the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
See that? So measure the time diligently, right? Right? That's what he was told, right? So that when you see the signs, right, from the prophecies, right, the things that were given, that we can read about in Ezra and Daniel and Revelations, right? Then you're going to know that it's the very same time that the Most High Yahweh, right, is going to visit through his son, right, the very world in which he made.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
See what?
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. And we've been seeing this.
Have we not been seeing this? Okay.
And the thing is, it's more prevalent, coming and happening more and more and more. If you, I think one year we turned around, there was earthquakes happening like every 2 weeks.
Man, it seemed like every month it was an earthquake happening somewhere in the world. Amazing.
A 7.1 here, a 5.1 here, a 6 point something. You know, so there was been happening and been coming on a fast scale. And the uproars of the people. You see the people around the world. The people around the world are not happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right. They're not. They're, you know, it's wars going on, rumors of more wars going on, earthquakes, tsunamis, natural disasters, you know, people starvation, droughts, right? Pestilence, right? All this going on throughout the earth, right? Let's keep going.
Real quick, I want to say something. And when you look at those uproars when it was happening, it was all the heathens. All those ones that had, hey, you came in there, you made a tumult, you made an agreement with Esau, you fell and you rode underneath his banner and you rode with him. So now you're feeling what's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. He said, I'll show you the end from the beginning. That's in Isaiah chapter, I think, like 45 or something like that, right? He said, I'll show you the end from the beginning.
That's right. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
See that? Now the end is made manifest. It's made known to us, right? Everything has a beginning. Like I tell people who think America can't fall. Has there been a kingdom that has ever came into power and stayed in power forever and didn't fall? It had a beginning and it had a damn end.
Look, I always said to myself, of all times, of all places I would love to have seen in this highest, it was the hanging gardens of Babylon.
That's right.
From the descriptions and from the stories. Yes.
From a historic standpoint.
Right. Hey, look, is that anymore? Now,
and by the way, even the Bible lays out that was a great kingdom, right? Because it's the golden head on the statue.
The golden head.
Of all the heathen kingdoms, Babylon's the greatest one.
That's right. Verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest had plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
See that? Just as when Yahweh Shai and the elect created this world, right? It was, you know, they were things going on. You know what I'm saying? Right? Wonders and powerful works, right? In creation, right? And the same that's going to be seen in the end, right?
That's right.
Signs,
verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
See that? By his what?
Works and by faith.
The commandments are works.
And faith. Because you have faith and you believe in what the Lord told you, and you're doing what he said because you have faith, because he told you, you do this, I will give you this and promise you this.
That's right. See that? That's the point. I was going to have us read down to 15, but for time's sake, we can stop right here, right? Because that's the point, right? Let's read verse 7 one more time.
I was about to say, yeah, because that's a good verse right there. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So that tells me right there, reading this, that's just letting us know that, look, you've got to do the work. You have to have faith in the words that you're reading, have faith and believe in Yahushua HaMashiach. Do the works, where the works are the commandments, and believe.
That's right. Let's back that up.
Then. Hey, look, because you're going to if you have the faith and you do the works, you already believe. You believe because you're following what was told to you to do.
That's right. Right. Well, let's back up the words of the prophet Ezra with another prophet, the brother, brother of the Lord.
That's
Yahweh
right.
Shai. This is James.
This is James chapter 2, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone.
So you can't just have the faith, because Ezra just said if you're gonna survive the said perils, you're gonna survive by what? By your works and faith.
That's right.
James is telling you right here, even so, faith, if there's no works with it, is dead.
Dead.
Whoo! This is how you're gonna make it through the night, family, not just with faith and not just with works. Right? Let's keep going.
Verse 18. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
See that? Because doing the work of keeping the law, you gotta have faith if you keeping the law. Man, bro. Deuteronomy 18 and 18 says that you got to believe on, that's the faith in the Messiah.
There it is.
Whoo! So
faith,
you got to keep the law. The law is the lamp that's gonna keep you through that's gonna help you get through the night. The prophets are verifying it right here. Let's keep going.
God. What was the last stop at? Okay, verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou does well. The devils also believe and tremble.
Christians? Now, this is the trouble for you Christians right here, right? Now, look what James is saying. He's saying that you got to have faith in works, right? And then he's countering it, right? Or reiterating what he's saying, right? Now, by saying, now look, you believe that there's one God, don't you?
That's right.
Right? And that's a good thing. But the devil also believes there's one God. So that's like you having the faith, right?
Right.
Watch this. Verse 20.
But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without work is dead?
See that? Like he's just saying, like this is like you believing in Yahweh, right? Knowing that there's only one God. But the devil, everybody know that there's one God. You're not doing anything. That's like you just having faith, oh vain man.
That's right.
Right? That's why he says, but thou wilt know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead. You believing that there's one God don't mean nothing. That's just like you having faith without keeping the law. Whoo! Bars! Let's finish them off with one more, Ak.
God.
The last book of the Bible, right? For all you, I wish there was a Christian in here, man. They would come. I want them to explain this, right? Why? At the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. We're going to the third witness right now on what you got to do to survive the night. Not just keep the law. You got to have the faith and the works. Last one, man. From another mighty prophet, the brother John. Right? And this is the revelation that he got from the Lord Yahweh Shai himself through the angel Gabriel. Let's read this out.
Start at 12 or 11?
I'm gonna read verse 11.
Okay, come. This book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and
right,
ever.
That's all you. That's the Babylon getting destroyed, and 2/3 of you Israelites who don't want to believe on Hamashiach and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, right? That given by the Most High Yahweh, right? And he backed it up, said, "If you love me, keep my commandments."
That's right.
Right. Go ahead, read it one more time from the top.
Revelation 14 and 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. and they have no rest, day nor night.
See
who
that?
worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
By the way, the mark of the beast is coming too, right?
MOTB.
That's right around the corner, right? The cashless society getting ready to come in, right? And then the RFID chip, right, with all your vital information is next. If you don't know, well, you're hearing it from your brothers at Fire God first.
That's right. Verse 12.
Go ahead.
Here's the patience of the saints.
Here's the patience of the saints. Who are the saints? Those who made covenant with him by fire.
That's right.
Right? The Israelites are the saints. Right?
That's right.
That's Psalms 148 and 14. Psalms 50 and 5. Right? Read on.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
What? Wait a minute. No wonder why the Christians never touch Revelations. This the last book. This damn near the end of this book. Choose the 14th chapter of it. It's only 22 chapters.
Because here it is. It tells me you have to keep It keeps reiterating. You have to keep the commandments. You know,
man. Like married with children,
like you said, you
man.
can't have one without the other. Come
on. You want to make it through? You want to survive the night? You want to survive the time of the night? Here you go. In the last book, the revelation of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is telling you to have the patience of the saints, which you are.
That's right.
Here's the patience of the saints. Here's what you got to do to survive, right? And patience, right? James, the brother of Christ, said that patience make you perfect. Woo! Perfect is being complete. The only way to be complete is to have what? The faith and the works.
That's right.
Let's read it. Let's read it right here.
Revelation 14:12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
That's 3 different places we read the same exact thing. Somebody got to be lying, man.
Hey, look. With 2 or 3 what? Between 2 and 3.
Witnesses.
The matter is settled.
The matter is caught.
The matter is settled, man. But we'll have Christians that will argue that. You know, so we've got to understand we got to deal with it.
I think we done put the nail up in the coffin, man. All right.
God.
So, as you can see, if you want to survive the night, man, it's very simple, man. You need a light, right? Right.
Gotta have that lamp.
Gotta have the lamp to guide you to that path, the straight gate, and that path is narrow, so you might need the light to find it.
That's right.
All right. Right. And contain within that, right, to make it through the night, right, you got to have the lamp being the law, and contained within the law is the belief and the faith in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which is necessary for us in this time.
Because you can't save yourself. There's nothing with this, man. You need spiritual intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Jake one time around, oh man, let's just go to war and get our guns. Man, are you crazy? How are you going to fight somebody that was blessed with
the sword?
With the sword. You can't see what your blessing is? Look at your people. Look what they can do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Lord taught my hands to do warfare. But it ain't time for that yet.
It's not that time, man. Yahweh Shai, the Lord Yahweh did bless us with practically the same blessings that Esau got, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, but we also blessed with strength and beauty, you know what I'm saying? And the ability to endure. All right.
Wait till I come up to the pray. That's
right.
What the Lord said.
Right. Strength and beauty. It says that we will be stronger. Right. right? And part of strength, most of the time, strength comes along with beauty, being more beautified. And the scriptures talks about the beauty of Israel, right? So, right, the strength and beauty is something that we have that distinguish us from other nations, right? That's why the whole world follows after what we do, even us being in our lowest estate.
Right. Isn't that strange? Even in our lowest state, in our decadent, deviant ways that we're living in, the majority of the world is still mimicking and following us. Just and for people who be like, no, they not. I'm giving an example. When niggas started sagging their pants, look around the world now. Look at the youth around the world and how they dress. If you don't see that's Jake everywhere, influencing everything, all aspects, you've got. I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah, you're blind.
That's why. Why is everybody mimicking and doing what we do all the time? Why everybody want to be like us, but don't want to be us? What is it about us? You got to question these things. And when you start asking questions, you go, what is
the scripture says that ye are the salt of the earth.
And if the salt it loses its flavor,
what good is it?
What good is it, Kai?
All right, man. Right, man. We give this world, and I always say, man, like, what would these Edomites do without us, man? Can you imagine this world without the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the culture and the spice, so to speak, that we bring, the flavor? This world would be so bland.
Let's look at just the basic of the base, what a lot of people are into. Imagine the NBA with no Jakes. Imagine NFL with no Jake.
Sure. Who would watch that?
Who's going to watch that? Look, Jake alone saved wicked ass Hollywood. Because when you look at all the blockbuster movies that took place that started and kept it afloat, was Jake.
Right.
You know? So our people got to really take the time and look at ourselves and realize we are not who they said we.
Shout out to the powerful. Shout out to the powerful sister Casa de Zabulon, right? Of the House of Zabulon, right? Our powerful brother out there in Cali, man. Let's talk about it, sis. Right? Females wearing box braids now, right?
Right. How?
Right, the world is out of course, sister. That's what we see. Right? Men want to be women and women want to be men. Right?
Look, I'm happy you said that because I was watching the video and my wife was sitting there next to me. She's like, and I was looking, I was like, this dude got a bonnet on his head doing the video? I'm like, come on, man.
You got you got the boy Drake with barrettes in his head. You know what I'm saying? And fingernail polish.
Look, the barrettes I could understand if you have a daughter and you got hair. She wants to play. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but not out in public.
Not out in public. I'm just saying with the barrettes because I remember when my daughters when I had those.
No, I get what you're saying. When you playing, your daughter might be playing around with you. You know what I'm saying? But out and he's wearing them out in public like he's making a fashion statement.
They painted fingernails, and they're like, well, it's all black. It's different. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. Yeah, man. I mean, so we see the decay of this place, man.
But that's part of the darkness too.
Right. That's the gross darkness, right? That's why we need the light. That's why we need the commandments. You know what I'm saying? So that we can recognize that the phases of this world are out of course, right? Right, and that you know what I'm saying. That we shouldn't be what, right? Get last scripture. Just get it for me if you could, real quick. Jeremiah 10, and then we're gonna close out on that.
Oh, I know what you want. You want Jeremiah 10 and what?
Hey, I like how Sister said in the other nations they finally taking a bath. Yeah, we had to civilize them. Right? We civilized all these heathens, man. Right?
Hey,
Look,
look.
man.
I don't
We
think that's
taking
even
what we convert. Look, we converted Esau in the Judaism. We Judaized them, and then they fucking straight up stole our identity. Told the biggest lie, the bigger the lie, the more they believe.
And look, and like the sister said, and not even all of them not even taking baths because I see the videos. What was that one star? I think it was Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher, him and his
Somebody
dirty.
that they don't bathe. They don't take
Eastern
showers
Bloc
regularly.
wife. Yeah, they talking about they don't bathe their kids till they see the dirt on them, and then they tried to take it back when people was dead serious.
Yeah.
Them filthy, bro. Esau's disgusting. Like if he left to his own devices without the influence of the other nations, especially us, he would be like the wild man we showed back in the in the 15th century, right?
Right.
Excuse me, in the 14th century, right?
Look,
14th, 15th century.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I'm just thinking about it, right? So all of these feminine things that women love, you know, the sneer, cut the hair off. They came up with that. They needed that. You know?
Yeah.
I seen a video with Esau. Esau he took the shirt off. Oh my God. I thought that was a bear.
I seen videos, man, of some Edomites that's so hairy they currently look like the wild men or Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. And notice Harry, his name is
Harry.
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 Dirty Harry.
Yeah,
dirty and hairy. Dirty Harry. Y'all,
Dirty Harry.
They tell you who they are, man. I'm telling you, family. That's why Clint Eastwood, man, made that movie, bro. He's the king, Dirty Harry, the king wild man. That's what he's showing. He's an alpha wild man, Dirty Harry man.
Yeah. Hey, and Esau's been telling us this through his movies, through his TV shows. It's just that it was going over Jake's head because we wasn't picking up, we wasn't reading. But now we read it and we're going back, we're looking, we're like, okay, you've been telling on yourselves all this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Hey, well, with that, if anybody else got anything in the last minute, because we about to close this thing on out, man. Man, I only wanted to go for an hour, but through the spirit, we went for almost an hour, 45 minutes.
I was just looking at the time myself. I was like, hey, it can never be. We try to keep it at least about 25 to 30 minutes long, but hey, sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I wanted this video to be like, between 35 and 45 minutes long, man, because we know, people got stuff to do. We got the Feast of Dedication going on right now. All praises, shout out to everybody who's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, shalom, Feast of Dedication to everybody. All right. Peace and blessings, right? Barakatha. All right, to all of the Israelite family out there. Hey, and shout out to this brother. He says Esau, the Edomites naturally grow lice on them. They do. They naturally grow body lice. All right. If their hair is unkept, you know what I'm saying? Even their body hair is unkept. You know what I'm saying? I have to wash that. Right?
Yeah. So that explains why they gotta wash their hair. I never understood this. And the Edomite chick used to be like, I gotta wash my hair. I was like, you just washed it last night.
They have to wash their hair every day. Or every other day.
Out. Yeah.
Oily, and that oil in the dirt will create the lice. That's just them. They're mutants, man. What more can I say? And not mutants in the good way, like the X-Men, all right?
Hey, yeah, God.
They disgusting, filthy mutants.
Yeah. Yeah, that's strange.
Oh, man, bro. That's why I said, man, they're the base man. That's why Job said they're the base men. They're the most vile, right? But anyway, family, again, hit the like button. Make sure y'all share this video, subscribe. We definitely need to get the likes up. We need to get the shares up. We need to get the subscriptions up, man. We're trying to grow again, this channel right here. If you watch or subscribe to the Brother Ashrakar and you not subscribe here to the main page, make sure you please subscribe. It helps us, man. If you're looking for a place to do the work, or you know of people who might be brothers or sisters looking for a place, man, I'm gonna drop our email in the chat right now. It's Fire of God Classroom at Gmail. All right. At gmail.com, man. So hit the email, man. If you know anybody, share the email who might be looking for a place or asked you about it to do the work, brothers or sisters, or you know currently watching and that's what you're looking for. I just dropped the email. If you want to support the ministry financially too, this is our Cash App. You know, of course, we're not up here begging. We don't get paid, and we're not begging. If it's on your heart and your spirit to drop an arm on us, you can drop it right here at our Cash App as Fire God 12. All right.
Hey.
All right, family. But everybody, again, as always, man, greatly appreciated. Again, man, help us grow this channel. Share this video, like it. You know what I'm saying? Get your friends and your family members to subscribe. All right, that truly help us, man. We want to be a fly in the ointment, a nuisance. You got anything before we close out, Elder?
Nah.
All right. And well, with that being said, we glad that everybody enjoyed the content and came by and you know, chopped it up with us, right? And with that, hey man, if you want to survive the night, how are you gonna survive the time of the night? Faith and the works. All right, faith in Hamashiachs. The work is keeping Yahweh's commandments. All right. With that being said, we're gonna say, call hello Yahweh. By Hashem Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah, family. Shalom.
Shalom.
King Corn beats be killing shit. We was powers on this earth once, and we was all about the mirth once. Idol worship, murder like the first of the month. Hit a nigga with the bick like you need a light. That's what you do when you on fourth, or else you got a punt. But we ain't needed when we cry for Egypt flesh, nah. So it's Egypt that we got, and we hella mad. These crackers soaring off our shoulders like some helipads. They see our sweat, but they don't feel us like we holograms. I'll be damned, another black man shot again.